You are amazing! You really are getting married to a doctor of all people now. By now, you have won the game of life, right?
I suppose I am pretty lucky, huh?
You don't have to keep your excitement hidden from me. He is the son of a general practitioner, right? Both of his parents are doctors, actually, and someday he'll be taking over their practice. I'm sure you'll be set for life with him.
Well, I suppose so, considering I come from a pretty middle-class family, so I can't say you're wrong about saying that I'm set for life here.
Oh, I'm so jealous of you, Ivy. I'm sure that since you're getting married to a wealthy man like that, your wedding is going to be spectacular, right? You'll have it at a massive location with hundreds of people coming to celebrate. I am so jealous of you, actually, that I'm a bit upset.
What?
Hey, you're having a wedding sometime this year, right? Which means you are looking for a dress right now, correct?
That's right. We plan to try and get the wedding out of the way as soon as possible. We've already started to plan out the event itself, actually, and this weekend, I'm going with my fiancé to go and look for dresses.
This weekend? Well then, I'll tag along as well. I'll help you find the perfect dress for that amazing wedding so that you'll match the occasion.
What?
I'm sure you'll have trouble picking out a dress on your own, so you'll be happy to have a second opinion on what suits you best, right?
I'm happy that you are worried about me, but I actually have a dress in mind. I'm just going with my fiancé one last time to look around, and then I'll be going to try the dress on. Just him and I will be enough this time around.
Is that so? Then I'll be kind and come to see that dress with you.
Wait. Can you hear me out, please? I don't want to sound rude, but this is something that just my husband and I want to do together. I am really happy that you care so much about what dress I chose, but this time it'll just be me and him going.
What the heck? Why can't I come and just take a look? Why are you so against that? Are you trying to say that your brother's wife is getting in the way of your wedding plans or something?
What?
Your family, Ivy, is full of simple people that aren't all that outgoing, including your brother Trey, who is just a simple office worker. He is the reason why I have never been able to have the wedding I asked for. I have always dreamed of being a bride and having my own event, which should be all about me. But that dream will never come true for me because of your parents and Trey. Do you have no sympathy for a sad woman like me? I want to come along and feel like a bride myself by looking at those dresses with you. What's so wrong with that?
Hold on. Wasn't it your fault that you guys never ended up having a wedding after marriage?
Huh?
My brother made sure to save up a bunch of money for you guys to have a wedding, but then you ended up getting into a lot of debt that required you to pay it all off by the end of the year. So in order to keep you from having terrible interest rates, my brother had to use that money he saved up to help you pay off your debts.
Well, if Trey was earning more money, then we could have had a wedding and paid off my debt. It's his fault for only having $20,000 saved up for a wedding.
You're going to say that after he paid off your debt for you? Maybe someone here needs to get herself a job if she wants to have that wedding so badly. Didn't you quit that last job because you got married to my brother and wanted to be a housewife?
That dream I had ever since I was a little girl of becoming a bride never came true. So I thought at very least my second dream of becoming a housewife could come true. What's wrong with me doing that?
I never said there was anything wrong with that.
Please, Ivy, just let me come along to see what dress you chose to rent. I promise to be quiet and let you and your fiancé do all the work. I'll just sit back and watch it all happen.
I guess I'll have to give in this time. Let me go and talk to him about this.
Yay! I'll see you both this weekend then. I'm so looking forward to this. So much that my heart is racing. Are you freaking kidding me? Why didn't you allow me to try on any dresses? What's wrong with me wanting to try on the wedding dress?
Didn't you tell me that you'd just be sitting back and watching quietly, Aurora?
Well, watching you all have the fun made me want to try some dresses on. Sorry for wanting to have a little fun myself, and I just wanted to try on one.
I hope you realize that just one dress takes around 30 minutes to an hour for them to prepare and do. You would have to get one of the employees to help you get the dress on, and then they would have to go through making sure that the dress fits you all right everywhere. I'm sorry, but you didn't make a reservation to try on any dresses, so of course no one was going to let you try one on.
But I came along with you on your reservation. I am your brother's wife, aren't I? I deserve to be considered a part of that reservation. And also, your fiancé has all that money being a doctor. Why couldn't you have said you got VIP access and forced one of the workers to give me a dress?
Are you kidding me?
I just had to sit there watching you have so much joy trying on those dresses. How about you think about how I'm feeling next time?
You were the one that asked to come along and watch.
Well, I wanted to try on one dress, yet your fiancé, the staff, and the owner of the store all told me no. I just wanted to try one simple frickin' dress on to take some pictures in, yet you all got in my way. I will not let you have everything just because your fiancé is a wealthy doctor.
Ivy, I am so sorry about what Aurora was doing today. I didn't think she'd actually leave the house to go out and join you to try on your wedding dress.
It's kind of my fault for not just telling her no, so you don't have to be sorry. However, I have to say, your wife is a total child. I understand the feeling of wanting to try on a dress, especially a wedding dress, but she should have understand that you have a reservation to do so.
I never thought that Aurora had been so crazy about wanting her own wedding. I'm sorry for not noticing this sooner and saving up more money for a wedding. Perhaps I'm not fit to be a good husband.
What are you talking about? Trey, the reason she couldn't have a wedding is because she got into all that debt being a dumbass. Yet you didn't get upset with her hiding all that debt from you, and instead paid it all off using the money you had saved. I think you are an above and beyond husband for doing that.
Thank you, Ivy. But only being above and beyond isn't good enough for her. If being me the way I am isn't enough to make her happy, then I'm not a good husband to her. And actually, I do have some more money in my savings now and was thinking about giving her a small wedding to make up for things.
What? You're really going to give her the wedding she's been whining about?
It won't be as amazing as the wedding you guys will have. But a small wedding with a lot of pictures should do.
What the heck, Trey? That's really sweet of you, but you're doing that for her. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but spoiling her with that will only make her behavior worse. I'm sure she'll be so happy to hear about this, but what is she going to cry about next?
Well, maybe you can give me some advice for this wedding, and if everything goes well, it'll shut her up for good. Maybe making this wedding a surprise for her would knock her off her socks, and that could be enough.
You want to surprise her now? That sounds kind of cool, actually.
I'm sure having the both of us prepare this wedding would be just fine. But we both know that her being as immature as she is, things might go downhill very quickly. I think it would be better for just me to set everything up and even get her a dress.
That's a very good point. She'd probably get so excited about her wedding that she'd grow even more self-centered and ruin the mood for everyone else.
But of course, doing all this preparation by myself might not go well for me. I'm not sure about things like dresses, and the same goes with wedding locations. I'd kind of like a woman's point of view to help me out with all of that.
If that's what you want, then I can probably help out. I'll do my best as your little sister to get whatever you need help with handled.
That would help me out so much. Although I hope that this doesn't impede on you guys' wedding planning. How about you guys just help out on days you're totally free? And then we can slowly get my wedding put together.
Understood. I'll talk with you about this some more later.
Serves you right. Now your wedding is going to be cancelled and ruined.
What?
You won't have a dress for tomorrow's wedding anymore. You would never be able to put on a wedding dress like this now it's filled with tears and holes. With how things are now, your wedding is never going to happen tomorrow.
What? What do you mean, tears and holes? What? What the hell have you done to my dress?
I just added some flair to it with my scissors is all. But man, do wedding dresses cut super easily.
So you went and had my dress with some scissors? Wait a second, please. Are you at the wedding hall right now, Aurora?
It was way too easy sneaking into this place, and when I made it over to the changing room, I found your dress hanging up, ready for tomorrow's wedding. Within a few minutes, I had my fun cutting it all up into a brand new design.
You're joking, right? You trespassed into that location and then vandalized that dress. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Your fault for thinking you could act up around me. You never put one thought into how I felt never having a chance at my own wedding. Just going on about your business, getting your fabulous and expensive wedding ready, like you couldn't even notice me. You have no right to a wedding now after bullying me like that.
So that's your reason for going and ruining that dress. The whole reason you never had a wedding was because of what you did to yourself and my brother. I haven't even done anything to you or your wedding, yet you're taking it out all on me?
Well, now, you're not going to be able to have your wedding. That feeling of hopelessness and sadness will bring you to my level. Tomorrow was supposed to be the day that you got to have that fancy wedding with your doctor fiancé, but now your special dress is all torn up and in pieces, which will put a stop to that wedding. This is your punishment for being all cocky with your wedding.
Well, that's too bad because I had my wedding yesterday.
What?
So really, you haven't done crap to me. But now what? I might have had my dream wedding, but that dress is in tatters now.
What are you talking about? Your wedding should be tomorrow, right? I never heard anything about you having your wedding yesterday.
Well, of course you didn't. And that's because everyone made sure to hide the fact that I changed the date from you.
What did you say? You all kept that secret from me? You're telling me that everyone else got to go out and enjoy your fabulous wedding?
That's right. The only person who never came was you, Aurora.
Huh? What kind of BS is this now? Are you trying to tell me there's no point in inviting me to your wedding because I never got to have my own? Making me an outcast like that? You're a bitch!
Hold on there, Aurora. I asked my sister to not say anything about the changed plans to you.
What?
None of this was her fault. If anything, you have been so important to me that I had to keep her wedding hidden from you. I wanted you to be so happy about tomorrow's wedding. That's why I made sure you were never told about her wedding taking place yesterday.
Wait a sec. What? Is that you, Trey? Why are you using Ivy's phone right now to text me?
Because I've been with her since all this started. I had a surprise planned out for you tomorrow, and I needed to ask her for some more help.
What surprise are you talking about? What the hell is going on here? Why are you even texting me right now like this? This is all making no sense. Tell me what the frick this is all about.
I really wanted to make your dream come true. The fact that you threw such a fit about my sister when you went to watch her try on dresses meant you still really wanted a wedding of your own, right? That's why I was trying to make a surprise for you, where you'd get to finally wear your own wedding dress.
What?
I was going to surprise you with a wedding and everything tomorrow. And in order to do that, we moved Ivy's wedding forward by a few days. Luckily, it just happened that tomorrow Ivy's father-in-law will be out of town tomorrow anyways, so the change of plans was perfect for her. So I went and took over the wedding space she originally planned out, and she made sure to have her wedding yesterday.
You went and rented a wedding space for tomorrow then? This wedding space?
The owner of the place was happy to hear that I'd be taking that reservation, since that is a far better outcome than the place not being used up at all. So they actually allowed me to rent the place at a cheaper price. And that place is the kind of massive and luxurious place you've been dreaming of, right?
What?
I was really trying to make this whole thing a surprise for you. I wanted you going tomorrow thinking it would be Ivy's wedding, but having it turn out to be ours. I thought a surprise such as that would blow your shoes off and make you so happy. I understand this means you weren't able to come to Ivy's wedding yesterday. But after what happened at the dress store a while back, it was probably for the best you weren't there.
Then, hold on. Does this mean the dress I just ruined?
That's most likely the dress I prepared for you to wear tomorrow. I tried my very best to find you a dress that would look amazing on you. I even got a bunch of advice from both Ivy and the staff working at the wedding hall. It took me around a month, actually, to pick out that dress. I did all that in secret, with the hope of making you so happy tomorrow.
No way!
But now that I've heard you say it's been cut and torn to shreds, I'm shocked. Just like you said, tomorrow's wedding is going to be canceled. I mean, that dress you were supposed to wear is ruined now.
No freaking way! Please tell me this is all a joke. No way this dress is actually mine. No way my wedding is being canceled or anything, right?
You were the one that forced this to happen. Also, we are long past having a wedding. I think this is the end of our marriage now.
What?
You thought that dress was Ivy's and ruined it for that reason, right? I can no longer find love in someone who would do such a terrible thing to my sister. I put in so much effort to set up a wedding and everything for you, yet I can't do this anymore. You're like a child who can never learn their lesson.
Wait, Trey. No way. You can't be serious about a divorce now because of this. I don't want a divorce.
I don't want one either, but I'm out of energy. I gave my everything to you to make you happy, and you went and threw it all away, again. Honestly, there's nothing I wanted more than to make you happy, but you always get in the way of that. So it's over with. And since when is the last time you ever tried making me happy?
What?
I had at least hoped for a thank you back when I used all that money I saved up to pay off your debt. But instead, you just gave me a light thanks, and that was it. A second was all. Not even. That thanks was so shallow that it barely even stuck with me. And unfortunately, that wasn't even the end from you. Soon after I used up all my savings for you, you started to complain again about wanting a wedding and telling me to make more money. Every single day, you have been saying things about me, about how much you don't seem happy with me. And after months of working on this wedding for you, with the hopes of finally shutting you up, you went and ruined it. I can't anymore. I just can't.
All of my complaining. I never meant to say any of that as a way of making you unhappy. I was saying all of that because I love and care for you. It's just, deep down, I have really been wanting to have a wedding.
Same with me. That's why I saved up $20,000 for one. But then you kept a secret from me, being your debt, and all the money vanished helping you. And not too long after that, I tried again at the wedding, and you ruined it with the intent of hurting my sister. Come back to the house right now. We are talking about divorce as soon as you get here.
What?
I'm sure that's not going to be easy for any of us. So how about instead of talking about divorce, we deal with your legal issues first? You've gone and committed a crime, so I'm calling the police.
The police?
I'll talk to you later, Aurora. Please, save everyone the trouble, and just wait patiently for them to show up.
Help me, Ivy. I'm seriously going to get divorced now. Please go talk with Trey right now and set him straight.
What? You were able to get out of the police custody? I heard you were taken away from that building in the back of a police car.
Somebody ended up telling the police to let me go for what I did. Someone from the wedding hall I broke into. Also, Trey said something about me needing to stay out of jail. That does mean he still have feelings for me, right? But right as I started to think that, he slapped me in the face with some divorce papers.
I see. And that's when he told you he was serious about the whole divorce, right?
That's freaking right. He came and picked me up from the police station in his car, and the whole ride home was him talking about the divorce.
Well, it's easier to talk about things in a car since he doesn't have to look at you. From what I can tell, Trey is really furious right now. Normally he is so kind, so seeing him as upset as he is now tells me to never mess with him.
I'm sure he's not that pissed off. Just try to get him to forgive me with all your strength, and I'm sure he will. So please help me.
Not happening, bitch. And you know why that is? Because I'm the little sister who has herself a wealthy husband now and will act all cocky about how amazing my life is all day and night. So you really think I'm going to help such a plain loser like you before the divorce? Get out of here.
Don't be so freaking cold. I was just a little bit jealous about the man you got to marry and the wedding you had. I just wanted what you had, and a few mean things might have slipped out of my mouth then. I apologize for all of that, so please, forgive me.
If this was something that could be fixed with an apology, then the police wouldn't have called on you. And are you still not aware of the fact that you were just with the police in the country jail for 2 days?
No way!
And by the way, you are going to be paying for that wedding dress you destroyed. You'll be paying for it all yourself now, since you don't have a loving husband anymore.
What? I have to pay for that dress?
Well, duh. That was a rental, and you completely tore it to shreds acting like a baby. From what I heard, you'll owe them $8,000 for that dress.
That much?
Well, you went and destroyed something worth that kind of money.
I can't pay that kind of money right now. I've been a housewife this whole time, so I have nothing to pay with. And all my savings from when I was single are now gone too. I had to use everything I had to pay my debts before I married your brother.
I'm sure you did, and that was still not enough to pay everything off at the time, hence my brother stepping in to help. You did make it clear to him that he had to, since he was your husband, then, right? You could have at least tried to pay him back for all of that, but instead all you've done is lay at home all day, watching TV and playing games on your phone. So, of course, now you wouldn't have $8,000, right? Well, even if you don't have the money, you'll have to pay up.
What should I do?
And you can forget about getting anything in this divorce. My brother has been with a lawyer for a few months now, talking through some things. So consider your luck in that apartment crushed. They came with all kinds of plans in the preparation for something like this.
What kinds of plans? Don't tell me he has really been planning to kick me out on the streets.
Let's just say the chances of being that true are huge.
What?
But this is everything you asked for being a child, so don't be too shocked by the outcome. Now, good luck with that divorce you have coming. I'll be cheering my brother on so that he knows we all want him to succeed in his divorce. After that, Aurora met with Trey and his lawyer, and didn't even say a single word before being forced to sign the papers. Trey also asked for a settlement in the divorce, not only because she went and ruined the dress he rented for her, but also for ruining the wedding itself, which he had to pay for, and also causing him so much stress that he lost some hair. She was also offered nothing in the divorce, and that would left with not a single penny. And after all those papers were handed in that day, Aurora was kicked out of Trey's house, just like we had all planned for. She was soon asked by the dress store to start paying them back for the ruined dress, and in order to do so, she had to borrow some money. But after doing that, she tried to make a run for it back to her parents' house, where she was told neither of her parents wanted her anymore for being such a shameless and abusive child, and that left her with nowhere else to run. From the rumors I've heard about her, these days she likes to dress up in yellow-stained white sheets, crying about how much she just wanted to have a wedding while living in a cardboard box under a bridge downtown.